morning, students. Welcome back to the English literature class. Hope you all are well, taking care of yourselves and your family also. As you know, we have started our second lesson, that is My Home Environment from My Reminiscences by Rabindranath Tagore. Already we discussed half of the lesson with 2 videos, and this is the third video of this chapter. Let's recapitulate the story. Here the author has tried to portray his childhood days or childhood memories. His atmosphere was literary and artistic atmosphere, and he was very much influenced by his 2 cousins. They are Gunendra and Ganendra. Both of them are literary figure and theatre personality. And what we discussed? We discussed Rabindranath Tagore, the author, always feeling happy by others' achievements. Once like this situation happened, once his nephew got a prize regarding his academic purpose, so he was more excited and shouted with excitement. Like that situation moved. One day he wrote a poem, that is Mother India. At the end of that poem, he started by taking the word a cart. So when he wrote the poem, in that part he not mentioned any road, but he knew a cart will move on a road. For that purpose, he went to his cousin to ask or to rectify how I will write or what is the mistake. So as I say to you, whenever his brother, his cousin brother, sing any childish activity, so that time he can't control his laughing. Okay, so like that we discussed. These all are the things we discussed in our previous video. So let's start from here. My eldest brother was then busy with his masterpiece, The Dream Journey. His cushion seat placed in the south veranda, a low desk before him. Cousin Gunendra would come and sit there for a time every morning. His immense capacity for enjoyment, like the breezes of spring, helped poetry to sprout. My eldest brother would go on alternately writing and reading out what he had written. His boisterous mirth at his own conceits making the veranda tremble. So dear students, here the meaning of boisterous: noisy and full of life and energy. Okay, and the meaning of conceits: clever artistic device. Okay, so let's see the meaning or what he explained here. In this paragraph, it shows that Rabindranath Tagore's eldest brother was also interested and very much passionate of writing. He was then very busy in writing his masterpiece, and the name of the masterpiece, The Dream Journey. Okay, it will come in your exam. Keep in mind what is the masterpiece of his elder brother. Okay, so the masterpiece of his elder brother was The Dream Journey. Now, cousin Gunendra always used to come and visit him and enjoy his work. What his brother doing is enjoying that all. Gunendra always motivated and appreciated his eldest brother and helped him to keep his work in progress. You know, if someone doing something, if you will give proper scope, if you will give positive things or positive atmosphere, that means it will help to that people to develop. Like that his brother also did. Now come to the last line. My brother wrote a great deal more than he finally used in his finished work, so fertile was his poetic inspiration. What the meaning of fertile? Producing many new and creative ideas. Here, he was so inspired of writing that he kept on writing and producing many new and creative ideas. Okay, so hope you understood. Now come to the second paragraph. Eavesdropping at doors and peeping round corners, we used to get our full share of this feast of poetry, so plentiful was it, with so much to spare. Here, the author and his brothers coming secretly to listening to hear or to listen the conversation, what his brother doing or talking, and also enjoying the poem. Right? My eldest brother was then at the height of his wonderful powers, and from his pen surged in untiring wave after wave a tidal flood of poetic fancy, rhyme and expression, filling and overflowing its banks with an exuberantly joyful paean of triumph. What meaning? Here, the elder brother had that power by using his pen. He is writing a poem after a poem like a wave, and the poem is not a general poem, it shows the great expression, okay, and that also full of energy and excitement. Did we quite understand the dream journey? But then did we need absolutely to understand in order to enjoy it? We might not have got at the wealth in the western depths. What could we have done with it if we had? But we revelled in the delights of the waves on the shore, and how gaily at their buffeting did our life blood course through every vein and artery. Here the poet says that they understood the poem, what they heard, by peeping the doors. That not meaning they got the they know the full meaning. If they will know the full meaning, they will enjoy more. Okay, so even they don't know the complete meaning of the poem, then also they got great pleasure by listening the poem, which touched each and every vein and artery, okay, of his by using the poem. Clear? Now we will move next paragraph. The more I think of that period, the more I realize that we have no longer the thing called a majlis. In our boyhood, we beheld the dying race of that intimate sociability which was characteristic of the last generation. Here, the author is trying to differentiate the social gathering and intimacy of his childhood days with that of his adulthood days. Okay, so here the meaning of majlis, private place where the house guests and friends are received and entertained. Okay, now the meaning of intimate sociability, friendliness or social interaction based on very close personal connection. As we have our relatives, how we are talking, they are close relatives, like that he explained here. Neighborly feelings were then so strong that the majlis was a necessity, and those who could contribute to its amenities were its great request. So, at that time neighboring feelings is different, but nowadays they are not getting. I will explain you. That time all the peoples are coming to that home, that means one place, that is called majlis. They are coming, they are enjoying, that all things they are doing. They are spending more and more time with talking different things about for enjoyment. Okay. People nowadays call on each other on business or as a matter of social duty, but not to together by way of majlis. So, here the meaning of together, to meet together in a group. No doubt nowadays the peoples are also coming, but they are not coming for entertain. They are coming for business purpose or any social duty. That means they want for different purpose, not for entertain. That is the right meaning. Okay. Because they have no time. No, see, they have not the time, nor are there the same merry where the rooms and the veranda with the hum of conversation and the snatches of laughter. Men still come and go, but those same veranda and rooms seem empty and deserted. Okay, what the author says, the rooms are there and the peoples are also coming, but they are coming with different purpose, not for entertainment. They are saying the rooms are there, the veranda also there, the people also coming, but the laughing sound not coming from there, and the conversation also not coming due to busy life. Okay, and that looking like a desert. You know the meaning of desert, full of that means sand with no people. So, here the meaning also written, deserted means with no people in it. Clear? Now, the last paragraph. We still meet for business or political purposes, but never for the pleasure of simply meeting one another. We have ceased to contrive opportunities to bring men together simply because we love our fellow men. Here, the author says we still meet, that means they are meeting for only business or political purpose, but never for the pleasure of simply meeting. We are not meeting for our enjoyment. We have ceased. What the meaning of ceased? Cease means stopped. Contrived, to succeed in making something happen despite difficulties. We have ceased to contrive opportunity to bring men together simply because we love our fellow men. See here, the author said we are bringing them, okay, to for meeting. As we have love, for that we are bringing for different meeting purpose. Okay, so exact meaning, the author wants to say that nowadays we only meet for some business or political reasons, not for the sake of meeting and spending the quality time with each other, right? When I look back on those whose ringing laughter coming straight from their hearts used to lighten for us the burden of household cares, they seem to have been visitors for some other world. What the author is trying to say that during earlier days, the people who came to visit us and used to laugh, and converse with each other and used to laughter, used to lighten the burden of the life, right? But nowadays I think that all not available. Okay, because there is no such people nowadays, no such gathering, no such laughter and no conversation. So the difference between the gathering of his childhood days and his adulthood days is being shown in the last two paragraphs of this chapter. Okay, so here the author explains how he spent his childhood days with his family and with the Muslims. But nowadays Muslims also there, peoples also coming, but they are coming in a different motive, that is business or any political purpose, not for entertain. Okay, these two paragraph totally dedicated his childhood and adulthood days. Okay, hope you understood. So students, with this we have to come end of the chapter, that as I said you, my home environment. In the next class we will discuss the question answers. Okay, so what you will do, you have the word meanings as I said you in your book, the word banks also there. Each and every time I am saying the same thing. You note down all the word meanings in your copy. If any more words you are finding, that also you note down and try to learn the synonym and antonym of the words, because when you are reading any paragraph, that time if you stuck in one word, if you know the real the synonyms, it will help you to move the next line, okay, to understand the paragraph. Okay, I think you understood. So we will meet next class with question answer. You can see the picture how that atmosphere, but nowadays we are not getting like this atmosphere. Okay, so try to keep busy and try to spend more time with your parents. You know, this is the time you want to spend with your parents. You got the time, spent, clear, learn some good things from your parents. And if you have grandfather, grandmother, then also they will teach you many more things which you don't know. So try to learn some good things in this period. Okay? Thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Take care.